I'd like to introduce everyone to Susanna Hunter. She is a senior research analyst with McLean & Company, the HR arm of Infotech. She's got over 20 years of experience as an HR practitioner in a wide variety of industries, including financial services, technology, insurance, and marketing communications. Susanna, on to you.
Okay. So as James mentioned, there are a number of trends in HR that we're facing these days. So from the demands around better training and development opportunities to casting a wider and different net for recruiting top quality candidates to managing talent differently and more strategically. There is greater demand on HR to respond to the changing demands in the workplace quicker and in a more sophisticated way. It's obvious that delivering basic HR processes like paying people on time is just not enough. So let's look at 3 ways that technology can improve HR.
Yeah,
for just 1 second. So basically, 3 ways that technology can improve HR. The first and foremost is go paperless, providing better self-service opportunities and better service delivery by offering access to employee information and services online. People don't want to have to fill out a form that they have to send to someone else and then not know if it's gone into a big black hole. Is just one of the first steps in taking services into a more sophisticated way. This also eliminates the need for information to be re-entered, and it integrates the information and shares it across systems so that the same information is used in multiple ways, and thereby reducing the number of errors that can occur. As James mentioned, development is a key criteria for many people, and becoming more and more so as we look at boomers moving on into retirement and the need to plan for their eventual move. So by taking learning online and social, there's an opportunity to offer training that goes beyond just e-learning training platforms. It's about providing the skills assessments and the specific development planning curriculum for that particular employee. It's customizing to an employee's needs. It provides HR with accurate costing information and the ability to do analysis on who has the skills and who needs development. And it's also a starting point for things like succession planning and development planning for key roles and who has the skills to bring in those skills to the job. Employees also want to pose questions to a greater circle of experts. They want to know who the experts are. As an HR professional, being able to post a question on LinkedIn and getting answers from a network of professionals that is beyond my usual network is powerful. Your employees want that both inside and outside of the organization. The next would be going online for appraisals. Taking performance appraisals online ensures that they're not tucked away in a manager's file drawer when the employee moves on to another position. It follows the employee around and provides a record of their performance throughout their career with the organization. It provides an interactive process where both the employee and the manager can have input and start a dialogue. And also provides the performance appraisal as the center point for a number of talent management processes. Linking these together provides a full picture of an employee's performance and potential from both the individual up and the organization down. So now let's look at how you get buy-in to get that HR investment. So our 5 tips around investing in HR is really to think about technology investments in 2 basic camps. One, starting with the back-end HR processing, which is the administration of your workforce and basically the foundational HR functions such as paying, tracking, and reporting. Then the second area would be the more strategic HR functions. More typically your talent management functions such as recruiting, succession planning, and development planning, as well as performance management. So how do you justify those? First, be clear on what you're trying to improve. If the HR function doesn't have a solid HR foundation, focus on the back-end processes first. You'll need to have these working well before you can even think about doing strategic things. So number 1, analyze where your HR processes are broken. Look where you can improve service delivery. So what takes too long has chronic errors, experiences data leakage, has data loss or duplication. 2, determine where the cost savings are and opportunities are in automating manual processes. Where can you save money? Consider where information needs to be manually input or re-entered. Look where there are multiple handoffs of information or forms. Break those costs down in both physical, hard costs, such as salaries, as well as the soft costs, such as human error or lost productivity. Consider not only cost savings, but also the cost of the technology and the implementation. Think about it in terms of the total cost of ownership. Do a cost-benefit analysis to fully look at this. 3, demonstrate how technology provides better information for more informed decision-making. With automation comes the opportunity for better tracking and metrics. Things that can seem like a very daunting task, like a simple headcount report, now become much more feasible. The fourth tip is really pinpoint. So once you've got those basic stuff down, think about more strategic things. So pinpoint how advanced management technology investments will drive your business strategy. Look at where critical investments can be made to upgrade talent management processes. Use the talent management technology to improve things like succession planning, development planning, performance management, and recruiting. Look at how these things can be linked together to improve talent management and the ability to deliver on your organization's business strategy by having the people in place when you need them and ready to go. And finally, deliver the cost-benefit analysis in the terms that your senior management understands, not in the terms that HR wants to make them. In your cost-benefit analysis, look at how HR can not only reduce costs, but increase revenue, attract and retain the top talent, and engage employees in a more effective way. And again, look at both the hard and the soft costs.
Perfect, thank you. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Karen to speak about a global solution for a growing organization.
Great, thanks, thanks guys. What I'd like to talk about here is just transition you into some resources and tools that are available to you. First of all, at SAP, we understand that today's HR is not just about those transactional changes, and I appreciate the very prescriptive method laid out for you to take a look at your organizations and come up with those win-win situations that will bring your organization to a truly transformative state around its HR business. At SAP, we're about helping your enterprise get the most out of every day and empowering your employees to make the most of their careers around the globe. So HR needs to have those state-of-the-art tools that will help you evolve and provide insight across the full spectrum of work. I'd like to share with you a quick story about one of our customers that has successfully taken some of these transformation objectives and realized them around the world. And that customer is Discovery Channel. Discovery Channel is, they lit the spark of curiosity in many of us starting in 1985 when they had the goal of empowering us as viewers to explore our world around us. And over the years, they've acquired many different channels and brought to market many different channels, including the Learning Channel and Animal Planet, and many other networks have joined their roster of businesses. By 2001, they had grown considerably to over 180 countries around the globe, and with such growth, their success really depended upon being able to unify their underlying HR technology platform. Similar to step number one and number two, looking at those 4,500 employees that they have now that speak at least over 48 languages, how to connect all of those employees and have the backbone of a system to do that. One thing that I think is interesting to me is that the Chief Operating Officer of Discovery Channel really understands the benefit that SAP applications bring to their organization. She talks about how SAP enables them to manage not just their financials and accounting, but their HR processes and systems and their global content that they have across their company. And as they enter new countries and do business in different areas, they take SAP software with them to manage all of that. They implemented SAP HR to support the foundation and to unify processes in areas like employee self-service, employee administration, payroll, legal reporting, benefits enrollment, and many other processes. So it helps them get global, get local, and in a lot of respects, it helps them become much more effective in their HR programs. So what I'd like to do is to put a call to action to the attendees on this webinar today and encourage you to let SAP help you in your transformation efforts. There are a few simple steps that we've included in these on this presentation you'll receive that provide links to two places that are simple and easy to get some help. One is to click on the link to initiate a free benchmarking assessment. SAP began benchmarking our customers back in 2004, and now we have thousands of customers benchmarked, and you can benchmark yourself against our customer database. Across different processes like talent management, succession planning, HR strategy, service delivery, and you can compare yourself to others in your industry, others in your geography or geographies, others of your size. It's a free service. I encourage you to take advantage of that. I also encourage you to take advantage of Fast Answers, FastHRAnswers.com. It's a microsite. It's a small site that allows us to post information about our customers, about white papers that we find particularly interesting, about upcoming HR events and webinars. So have a look at that. I'd like to turn it back to Ash now for questions and answers.